Hey YouTubers, thought I'd make an update on my Cummins truck. I've since fixed the idle issue. It is currently 45 degrees outside and it's been cooler in the past couple weeks and it no longer has its idle hiccup. What it turned out to be was the electronic fan clutch plug connector that tells the engine what speed the fan RPM is running at, so it knows when to engage and disengage that viscatronic clutch or whatever it is. And basically I had two engine codes for the fan clutch, so I figured I'd buy one, and then I went out to go replace it, and I was looking around to see what all it would take to do, and I looked around, found the wire, and I just bumped it, and it basically just fell apart in two pieces. Like, okay, well, there's the problem. So I just clicked it back together into its lock position, and it's been fine ever since. My guess is whenever I had the shop replace the transmission oil cooler, they had to remove the fan probably, and they just didn't click it in all the way, and it eventually worked its way out. So a simple problem for a stupid headache, me panicking thinking it's injectors, but you can hear how smooth this thing's idling. Another update, I have since installed the autometer gauge kit. The only one I have hooked up right now is the boost gauge, so it's the only one that'll move, but the lighting for the other two are hooked up. You kind of sort of see that. It's a little too bright out. Yeah, you can sort of see it glowing right there. On, off. Or there's on, there's off. I'm waiting on some heat wrapping insulation for the wires for the transmission temperature, and then I need to get a tap for the exhaust manifold, and then I'll probably have those installed. The only other thing I need to do for this one is hook it up to the ignition key, or keyed ignition source, so whenever you turn the key on, it'll turn on. Same with the transmission temp. Another thing I've done with this truck since is my exhaust brackets decided to rust off, so I put a MVRP exhaust system on it from the catalytic converter back. It was what I could afford at the time. I kind of wish I did a full 4-inch turbo back, but all I have to do is just cut out the cap and put a delete pipe in its place, and it'd be the same thing. But it sounds nice. Soot. I have a soot stain now because the pipe is where it's supposed to be instead of up there where that hanger mount is, where they cut it off because it fell off. And then I also have put Centromatic wheel balancers in there. See one up there, and they're on all four wheels. I'll have another video specifically on that, but they seem to help. I still think I need to replace my front rotors because they're stupid rusty, and that's probably what's making them out of balance. Seems like some days is better than others, so my guess is a rust chunk flies out of the cooling fins in between the rotors and throws it out of balance one day, and then another chunk will fall off the other side and it'll be back in balance. Because I had all four tires realigned, rebalanced, and rotated, and it still didn't change until I put the Centromatic wheel balancers on there, and it changed a little bit, but it still shakes at 70 miles an hour. Not that big a deal though. It's not as bad as it was. But yeah, there's a little update video, and I'll see you in the next one.